Hello people, welcome back to the channel. As you may know, I'm very excited about The Division coming out in just over a week, and I was browsing through their website. I noticed this. It's Start the Collapse, the End of Society Simulator. I had a quick look and it is quite clever. It's not a game per se, it's based in your browser, and I'll leave the link down below. But basically what it does, it simulates how quickly a virus could spread from one person, which you play as Patient Zero, across the world. And what makes it slightly different is, as you can see, you type in your postcode or your city. I'm not going to put my full postcode in, but you can go right down to postcode or zip code specific location, so it'll start in your exact street. But I'm just going to do the general area, which is Bexley, which is a town near London in the UK. And you start off and it uses Google Maps or something, and down here you've got the time, number of people infected, number of people dead. So day 1, 12:15 or 16 minutes in, you are at home. You suddenly feel feverish and you decide to go to the hospital, and it gives you a list of hospitals near your location. I'm going to go to Darren Valley Hospital because I know that's got an AE department. So we go to the hospital, and as you can see, we've infected 20 other people. No one's dead yet, luckily. And it gives you these facts. So 30 beds. There are on average only 30 beds per 1,000 inhabitants. In times of crisis, your chances of getting one is almost non-existent, which is pretty depressing, isn't it? And it gives the source as well. So this is from the World Health Organization in 2012. So you can see the virus is spreading quite rapidly now. We're only on day 2. No one's died as yet. It's like really, the number of people in the hospital, the number of people infected. And this obviously just started with you. Now we're at day 5. The infection is spreading fast and hospitals are now overcrowded. Remember, there weren't very many beds to go around in the first place. You're discharged with a prescription for a flu shot and need to go to the pharmacy. And again, it gives you local pharmacies based on your location. Again, I guess it pulls from Google Maps or something. And another fact, it takes at least 6 weeks for a brand new batch of medication to reach pharmacies' shelves. The consequences of a shortfall during a pandemic would be dramatic, again from the World Health Organization. So we'll go to Boots, which is in a shopping centre around my area. Now over 11,000 people infected and people are starting to panic. Day 5 still, because of the dangerously increasing number of affected people, the authorities are organising vaccine distributions. You go to the nearest venue, and these are all cinemas or theatres they pulled up for this, but let's have a look at the fact. We're only capable of producing 2.5 billion flu vaccines per year. Experts estimate that such virus could spread to all 7 billion humans in just a few months. It does scare me, viruses, when you read these facts. It is very worrying. So we'll go to the Orchard Theatre. So 11,000 people infected. Deaths are starting to creep up now. And there's not enough vaccines to go around where we went to. So the police get called in, maybe there's a bit of rioting going on. The virus is taking its first victims and people are starting to die. A state of emergency has been declared. You go to the supermarket, we'll go to Sainsbury's. Of course, I'm guessing, yep, looting's starting to take place, food has been stolen, the shelves are empty, the police come in to take control. Deaths really zooming at 4,000 deaths out of 34,000 people infected. You can see it really spreading. ATMs are being looted now. Riots are breaking up. The police are outnumbered. We're just at day 9 now. The city is no longer safe. You have to escape from London Gatwick, which is the closest airport to me. You decide to take a flight to, and let's have a quick look at the fact first. 8 million passengers a day. Planes are the main catalyst of infection. Where should we go to? Gibraltar. for some reason. So of course now we're spreading that infection, and from Gibraltar this infection gets spread from airport to airport and person to person. This is really what spreads it around the world. And you do hear that a lot, don't you? That now we've got such big air travel, people travel much more, that viruses will spread further. So we're up to day 11 now. Flights accelerate this spread of infection, and many countries close their borders. Martial law is established because looting and riotings are now a global phenomenon. The official death toll reaches 20,000 people. In 2013 there were 27 million military personnel in the world, but that only works out as 3.8 soldiers per 1,000 civilians, and that's not a lot when you look at it that way, is it? How many infected now? 18 million. That was the burst as it spread worldwide on planes, and 20,000 dead. The situation's out of control. Law enforcement is completely overwhelmed, so government's starting to break down. Anarchy. Afraid of getting killed, people stay at home. We don't want to maintain infrastructure. Infrastructure starts breaking down. Death toll's really ramping up now. 232,000. And this is where obviously things break down. Chaos is everywhere. A nuclear power station can only run for 2 days without human intervention. Of course, people aren't going to work, so power stations, shops, telecoms, computers, all the things we take for granted. We forget sometimes that it's not all automated. People need to be there. And if people aren't there, things are going to start breaking down. And we're only on day 17. It's less than 3 weeks since I was the first infected person. What's happening here? The world is plunged into darkness. And we're only on day 24, so less than a month. Without energy or communication system, the chain of command is broken. Governments are powerless. And here you go, the cities all over the world falling, countries falling. And that's in 26 days. I know this is hyped up, I don't know if that's the right word, but I know this is just a simulation, but I did a little bit of research. I think, are they just overdoing things to make things more dramatic, to obviously push their game? And I did some research, and maybe 26 days is on the pessimistic side, but I was reading, and certainly something like this with a very virulent virus with a high death toll, 6 weeks, 2 months, and you could see a situation like this where the world collapses. So yeah, in this 26 days worldwide from my small location in Bexley. And what's that? How many deaths? That's 70 million. 1, 2, 3. 705 million deaths. And what's that? 1.5 billion infected. Scary, scary stuff. But luckily for us, at the moment, it's only a game, which is coming out a week Wednesday. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to the game. So if you've got spare 5 minutes, give this a go. If nothing else, it'll sober you up to how easily viruses could wipe out the world. Hopefully that doesn't happen anytime soon, but it's something to keep in the back of your mind, I guess. But like I said, The Division out a week Wednesday. Be plenty on the channel, and I'm really looking forward to it. Hope you've enjoyed this sort of different video. I'll be back with the normal gaming videos in the next couple of days. Until then, take care, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.